Hello, darling. Are you ready to get fancy? I can't. I cannot. But I am going to be talking about Crossroads today, which is a fully plant-based vegan restaurant. For those of you unaware of this restaurant, as I mentioned, Crossroads is an upscale, fully plant-based restaurant that originated in Los Angeles, California in the spring of 2013. And apparently they were doing so well because by spring of 2022, they were able to expand to Las Vegas in the Resorts World Hotel located at the north end of the Las Vegas Strip. And it's actually their Las Vegas location is what I'm going to be talking to you about today. Their cuisine is a mixture of Italian and Mediterranean. And when they first opened, they were actually solely dinner. But the following year of their opening, around Mother's Day, they did like a brunch buffet, and it was successful enough to where they kept it going, but it's only on the weekends. I believe the Las Vegas location only does Sundays, but in LA, I believe they do Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, or maybe just Saturday and Sunday. I'm not sure. But Los Angeles has more days. Vegas needs to catch up. Okay, so now that we have a little bit of the background on this restaurant, now let's get into my experience. As an individual with a fairly strict diet, I guess it's only natural that an upscale restaurant would be more up my alley, you know? And I want to say since going vegan roughly 5 years ago, there hasn't really been many upscale restaurants for us, which was a bummer because I really feel like we should. I mean, we're already paying those high prices for the ingredients anyway, so it's like, why not make things pretty? And of course, I had no idea about the Los Angeles locations because we don't go there that often, but we do go to Vegas quite frequently. So I was ecstatic when I found out that Vegas was having one. And then when they started offering brunch, I was even more excited because I don't know why, but I feel like in Vegas, it's really hard to find vegan restaurants that serve breakfast that are not only vegan, but also gluten-free. Which brings me to my experience with Crossroads. I'm always the one that makes the reservations. And up until this point, they always had like a form that you would fill out online when you're making reservations of like your allergies and, you know, restrictions and all that stuff. And so I always fill it out, and like, no offense, but they never really did anything with it. I would show up on the reservation day and they would just be like, okay, here's your seat, enjoy your food. And I'm just like, why'd you ask me all those questions? But apparently they have changed up their management and updated some policies, and now they are giving the royal service. Okay, let me just tell you how it went for me. Okay, so when we got there, we were immediately greeted by the hostess, to the name, all that stuff, and then we sat in their little waiting area before we would be seated at our actual table. Once we were seated, mind you, we were seated by the manager himself. He came and he introduced himself. His name is Maddie, by the way, very friendly. And to my surprise, I was asked who had the allergies. And I was like, oh, me. So he went to seat us at our table, and he politely asked me to wait so he can properly escort me back to the buffet area. And I was like, okay, let's go. Y'all felt like royalty. So everyone else went back to get their food and everything, and I patiently waited. You know, I was sitting there. I just felt like a princess at this point. I was like, yeah, I get to get escorted, okay? But to be honest, like when he said he was gonna like escort me back there, I just really felt like he was about to bring me a paper and be like, okay, these are the things you can and can't have and everything. And I was just like, all right, I would have been fine with that. But no, he took it a step above that, okay? Let me tell you. He said, all right, you ready to go? I said, shoot, let's go. So then we went to the buffet area, and this man walked me through every single item in that area with the food. And he literally, like, of course they had name tags in front of it, but he would literally check on his extended list that told all the allergens. I mean, it was color coded. It had green, yellow, orange, red, all this stuff. And he would literally tell me, okay, this is safe for you. Oh, this has nuts. This, you know, not good for you. Okay, no, this is unsafe. This has gluten. Like, he literally, every single item. And I was like, this is service. I feel so special. I was like, this is the first time, like, we've been coming here for years, and they've always asked about my allergies. And this is the first time that my allergies have been acknowledged, and it felt great. You know, anyone who has allergies and has had anyone go over and beyond to acknowledge them, then you totally understand my feeling right here. If you don't, then consider yourself lucky, I guess. But not royalty, though. And then the great thing, the things that actually were safe, that didn't have any gluten or nuts or whatever that I was allergic to, he offered to bring me a fresh batch of it. I told him that I love French toast, and he said, okay, I'll have the chef make you a fresh batch of French toast and I'll bring it directly to your table. Like, y'all, I had a plate with me and everything. Like, I was ready to just like, okay, just grab and go and everything. But at this point, I was just like, well, shoot. I mean, I feel like I just came back here for formalities and everything. But like, I was like, I didn't know I can have everything made fresh. Yeah, they are really taking it serious with these allergies, and I'm so appreciative. I'm hoping that nothing like really negative happened for them to make these changes, and this is just like a thing they're just doing. But whatever happened, I'm just grateful that they are taking it serious now, and good job, you guys, because I want to go back even more now. So okay, so after our little buffet stroll, I walked and I got a couple of things. You know, I didn't want to get too much because I knew my French toast was coming. And I don't know how y'all do when y'all go to buffets, but you know, the first plate is like literally like the sample plate. You know, I just get like, little things that I may know, may not know of, just to try it and everything. And then when I go back again, then that's when I get like the stuff that I really like, and I load up on that. Well, not load up too much, but just, just make an actual role play of it. And then that way, it's not like you're wasting any of the food. You're not wasting a big portion of it if you don't like it. True foodies, you understand, right? Comment below if you have a system of when you go to buffets, or if you don't, comment that as well. I want to know. So let's talk about the food itself. I tried their bacon, sausage, scrambled eggs, overnight oats, a parfait, of course their French toast, a roasty, which is basically like a really thick hash brown fried to perfection with a soft potato inside that will make your taste buds dance in circles. Can you tell I really love potatoes? Oh, and let's not forget the drinks. I love me a good mocktail. I don't like the alcohol taste. I like my drinks to be more sweet. So I'm always just gonna go for a mocktail, just, because that'd be kind of weird. Like, can I have a alcoholic beverage without the alcohol? Don't make no sense, do it? So yeah, we're sticking to mocktails. I can't remember the name exactly of the drink that I got, but it had ginger beer in it and it was very refreshing. And it looked delightful, might I add. Special thanks to Medi at Crossroads in Las Vegas for giving me the royal treatment. Your actions made me feel seen, and the restaurant's change in policies really made me feel heard. My family and I can't wait to come back in December. I already got a reservation set. All right, y'all, that's all I have for you today. If you like this type of content, definitely like, share, subscribe, all those things. Be sure to check out my other videos. I'll be sure to attach them somewhere at some point. Comment below if you've been to any of the Crossroads locations. And if you haven't, I recommend you give it a try, especially if you have allergies. All right, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.